Hey guys, it's Misty with my paper cuts, and today when I was working on some stuff for the collaboration and I was texting with little Miss Carrie Martin, what's up Carrie? I realized I never did share the Gothic embellishments from last week, and I am so sorry for that. So let me real quick show you these. So just like the other vintage collection, I did some flowers. So I did the crepe paper flowers again. And I did some purple centers because there's a lot of purple in this paper collection. So I did those. And then I did some of the white ones. And like I said, I made them with the Heartfelt Creations Classic Rose die and flower mold. I didn't use the stamp set because I was using pattern paper, so I just used the die and the flower mold. And then in the centers here is some Nuvo drops, and these are stamens in these two. So those are the white ones, and then I did some dark purple ones, and this is with the striped paper from the collection. And on these ones, again, I used some Nuvo drops on these two, and then these two have some of the gold rock candy stamens in them. I really like the way those ones look. And then my favorite ones are these ones, and it's with the purple paper with the gold foiling, and I just love the pops of gold on the different petals. I just love how they catch the light, and then I added the gold stamens in the center, and again with some Nuvo drops. So those are the flowers that I made. And then the next thing I did was there's a sheet of paper in there that has tarot cards. So what I do is I took 3 of the cards and I glued them together and I wrapped them in some cobwebbing. And then this is some spooky cloth from Dollar Tree, and these are some of my favorite Zuly stickers. I just love these skeleton stickers. And then like I mentioned in my other video for the collaboration for the Memdexes, I used some glow-in-the-dark embossing powder and some different spots on these. So once I show you the other one, I will turn off the lights and hope that it shows. So this is the second one. Done in the exact same way. I put the embossing powder on the wings behind that skeleton there, and just along some of the pieces on the edges. You can see it kind of greenish, but it's pretty cool embossing powder. So those are the 2 tarot card embellishments that I made. So now let me kill the lights here and see if it will show. Yeah, so you can kind of see the wings there. And yeah, the camera doesn't pick it up real long, unfortunately. So there are those 2. And then lastly, of course, like I said with the other ones, I did some cards, or some tags. And on these I also did some embossing with the powder. So on this one, the eye glows, and I chose the fate word for this one. And I stuck a little paper flower on there, and some spooky cloth on the background, and then put some tulle and ribbon in and tied it with the bow. So again, they're just plain on the back. So there's fate. And this one I did destiny. And I did an owl there. And on this one, the owl's eyes glow. So some more paper flowers and a little lace trim at the bottom. I doubled it up there just to give it some depth. And then of course the ribbon. And then for this one I did love. And I did some of the potion bottles along with a little spider. This spider is actually a spider banner die that I have, and it's really nice. It cuts out like 8 spiders at once, and so you can just clip them apart and then you've got lots of little spiders. And then this is just one of my random foliage dies, and I cut it out with one of the pattern papers in the collection. The background is a solid piece of lace, and on here the liquid inside the bottles will glow. And that one might show pretty well if I turn off the lights. Yeah, so that one shows really nicely. I just like the spooky look of that. So, and then the final tag for this collection is my favorite one out of all of the ones that I've done. So it's Look Into My Crystal Ball. And I have a feather from Hobby Lobby, one of those with the black and the gold, another one of the skeleton stickers, a couple of flowers, a rolled rose, another flower, some the spooky cloth but in the cream color, and then this die is one that Dina sent me. What's up, Dina? She sent me this. It's I believe it's supposed to be a snow globe, but we both thought it would be great as a crystal ball. So what I did was I made a shaker out of it, obviously. And this is pattern paper from the collection. This is that wood paper from EK Success that's real wood and it's already adhesive, and I ran that through and then inked up a little bit to accentuate it. Another spider. And then what I did was when I assembled this, I actually, and I don't really care if the sequins get in front of it, but this is a couple of vellum clouds that I glued in there because I wanted to have the kind of the smoky, foggy look in there along with the sequins. I didn't want it to just be plain sequins. And they're really, really stuck in there. But hopefully you can see that okay. And then there's lace on the background. So those are my tags and embellishments for the Gothic collection, which is Mystic Moon from Michaels. Alright you guys, thanks again for joining me. So sorry I forgot to add these last week. Hopefully you enjoyed anyway, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.